In the last decade, we have gone through a global financial crisis. I'm talking 10 years, 10, 12 years, depending how you count. A global financial crisis that threatened the euro, followed by serious economic difficulties of different kind that trigger serious social problems. We have faced a challenging digital transition that is not accepted in societies in general. We have come to the full realization of the menace of climate change. We have witnessed the cultural backlash against gender equality, LGBT rights. We have seen uncontrolled migrations, followed by a rise of xenophobia and racism, and then the pandemics. Why people are angry? Should they be angry? Of course they must be angry if no one provides some semblance of solutions. So there is currently a massive lack of trust between citizens and institutions, and among citizens themselves, which leads to polarization and intolerance. And in this context, social media, which is the stage of communication of our time, amplifies and deepens this crisis. And so, much of the progress we made to build a peaceful, prosperous, progressive Europe has been into question. Sorry. Yet, the yet is always the most important part of any presentation. The war has brought us together. The COVID pandemic has brought us together as Europeans. Remember, the European project was founded to achieve peace and security in Europe, the first thing. Overcoming narrow-minded nationalism that could derivate in violence. To achieve prosperity through deeper economic integration. To build a fair society. You don't put more adjectives, just fair. Therefore, it's clear, I'm trying to see the response, it's clear that we cannot avoid to engage in a non-ideological debate on the usefulness of Europe for citizens at large. And thus, it means to build a new narrative that is constructed, as Maria Joao Rodriguez has been trying to do for a number of years, from the bottom up. Not our narrative, but distilling the narrative that exists in the minds of the people, however wrong sometimes could seem to us, and building this new narrative that responds to these concerns. Furthermore, there is a prevalent sense of social injustice throughout our continent. And for that, the old formula, strengthen and modernize the welfare state, making it less bureaucratic, more responsive, more agile, more technologically based, to make sustainable a welfare state, that's not come cheap. We do need a new fiscal policy, which includes a new taxation policy. Fighting fake news, constructing a true public debate is, I would say, one of the most important, if not the most important frontier of the new polity in Europe. Because ideas and ideals are material forces. It's not just verbs, it's not ideas in the abstract. Ideas incarnate in people and in society and institutions and change everything. All the great revolutions have started with ideas, not with anger. Anger has always existed. It's when there is a connection between the ideas, the ideals, and the basic needs of people when things can happen.